Cut of the beginning.
Fantastic.
Hi guys, it's Leonid K recording from Balance, Croatia, and next to me I have an absolute legend of the
Oh, wow.
progressive house scene. Is Gai Barone, just finishing an amazing set with Casey Taylor. The set that actually many guests of this festival were expecting. Guy, thank you for doing this. How are you feeling after the set?
I think it's enough. You know what I mean? I'm not looking for anything else. I mean, when you feel complete and you don't have any complaint or any bad thoughts about it, it was the way we wanted to go, and people really felt it. And that's the most rewarding thing. If you are a DJ or a musician and you are kind of offering something and they gave it something back even bigger and even more exciting than I could expect it, honestly. So it was one of my favorite set ever, and I thank you and all the dancers and all the guys and all the DJs that supported this 3 hours together with Casey. It was something really good. It was even touching sometimes, it happened 2 or 3 times when I saw the crowd, and I saw, sometimes you realize that you're doing something really good later, or when people come back to you and say, okay, we really enjoyed it. But I felt really, full, completed. I mean, so I'm really happy and lucky to experience that kind of set.
What a beautiful way to put it.
Oh,
I really haven't
you.
heard DJs before like expressing their feelings about the set in
thank
this
you.
way.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
That's what I felt. I mean, I'm not telling something really weird. Sometimes, if you talk to other DJs and how do you build the set, or what did you create? I just don't know. I really enjoyed it, and I felt that people really enjoyed it, and that to me, it's always the most rewarding feeling that you have as a DJ, as a producer, and of course as a musician. I mean, we are offering something to people, and when people really appreciate it and give you something back, that's really touching, really moving, in my opinion. That's one of the best feelings that I can have.
I can say that people definitely felt it on the dance floor today, because
Thank you.
like I mentioned earlier, the energy was just consistent across the dance floor. There was like no drops, being you on the back, in the middle, in the front of the crowd. It was just like so consistent. So Guy, you've been doing this for so many years, and I mean, listening to different releases of yours, being that Boston or Nostro or VH1 EP or the Mind Eater that we discussed.
We're talking about.
There's always like something different, but there's also this kind of your trademark depth to all of the tracks. So I'm really curious how you keep doing this after all these years.
Thank you. I think the fact is that I get bored easily, and I don't like talking about music in terms of numbers or. And this is sometimes why I leave the market the way it is, because I just want to go somewhere else, or sometimes I decide to move into something different, just like electronica or ambient, or I don't know, or breakbeat, because sometimes I feel myself that I'm really into a sort of a cage.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that an artist in general, it could be a musician or an art, the art doesn't need any sort of bars or cages. I mean, just the only thing that needs is brave. So if you can be really brave in art, that's something that we all could do it if you produce something or if you are into art. Because if you can be brave in this field, who can be? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know that sometimes it's not really rewarding, because many people cannot feel it, because it belongs to something else in terms of marketing. You know what I mean? If you go sometimes if you go somewhere else, some DJ are really scared about playing something which is not similar to other tracks. But I think it's a question of awareness, and it's a question of age. So I'm getting old, and I don't freaking care about the path, or the usual path that that has to be that way. And thanks God there are so many DJs, so good DJs, or let me say wise DJ, or old DJs like Hernan or Patrice or several others who can play and take the risk to play music which is not really conventional. You know what I mean? That's a good thing. I had a conversation. Actually, I heard Graziano Raffa playing a stunning set last week in Sri Lanka, and he played an amount of incredible tracks which are not belonging to any kind of genre, a specific genre. And it was mind-blowing because people really appreciated it. Also, I think we could take the risk to go somewhere else sometimes, because we can put something into music as a producer, as DJs as well. So I don't know. So I don't know why I do. Sometimes I let it flow. For example, for Mind Eater, I let it go, and it was, and I felt really happy about the result, and the fact that Hernan playing it, Patrice playing it, and several other DJs did it as well. It was really rewarding because I mean, the future is bright for some good old DJs, and I really appreciate that because they're moving into somewhere else, and they have the ability to take more people with them and to teach that music. It doesn't have any usual path. So I'm really happy about that because if you have some good DJs that are playing your music, and they're taking that risk, and I took the risk to go somewhere else. Bingo. So I'm really happy about that because, and I felt today as well that people really appreciated the fact that we didn't play exactly progressive that many DJ consider as progressive. We went to somewhere else, sometimes a little bit more deeper, sometimes it was a bit more techno, but people, I mean, it was not dangerous at all. People really felt it, and I felt it as well. So this is probably the key to produce different shades of music. I mean, just let it flow and just let it go, and taking the risk to go somewhere that not the marketing strictly tells you to go. You know what I mean? Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I think it's a good words of wisdom for younger DJs and producers.
Exactly,
just take the risk, guys.
Just taking the freaking risk because it's really rewarding in my opinion. Because I know there are several producers right now and nowadays taking the risk. I'm talking about a good friend of mine, which is Mike Grigo, which is taking always and every time the risk to do something else. So it's a really great thing. Ciao, Mike.
Ciao, Mike.
Anyway, so okay, sorry.
No, that's all right. It's actually I can listen to this like just hours and hours and hours.
Same here. We can stay here all night long.
So it's actually it's interesting you mentioned the word marketing a few times, and there was a recent article in DJ Mag about like progressive house making it come back into like bigger stages. Well, progressive house hasn't really gone anywhere, but it seems like more and more people getting into this music who never experienced it, and some people who are, let's call them old timers of the scene, they almost worried that the music can become a little bit commercialized and potentially lose the cultural aspect to it.
Exactly.
What do you think about it?
I agree with that because I just love the fact that the progressive house is not exploding, but getting more people, and there is a sort of awareness of more people coming from different genre which are in love to progressive house. That's a question of probably age, because this age together with awareness for good music, and when you taking the time to listen to progressive house, and every single time that you listen to progressive house and you fell in love with, or you capture different details every time, that's probably something that it's taking time. And nowadays many people are not taking time to listen to good music, because if you think about the algorithm in Spotify that you have to, if you skip 1 minute, it doesn't recognize you any sort of rewarding in terms of money. It seems like we don't have any time to enjoy music anywhere because we are always running and looking for something else. Just take it easy. I mean, we're doing something that unfortunately we're kind of losing nowadays. I got two kids that they spend a lot of time listening to music about a very short period, just 30 seconds of this and then skip 30 seconds of this. Progressive house needs awareness and needs time to enjoy and needs awareness to understand that it's a fantastic music. And at the same time, I'm not scared that the progressive house goes into the mainstream. So I think it belongs to somewhere else. And me actually, and together with some other DJs, we're kind of keeping that way underground. And the fact that other DJs are coming from different. I'm talking about the amazing Kristen Smith, which I really love. Such a lovely person. I never met him in person, but I had the chance to talk to him, to have a conversation with him. Is fall in love with the progressive house. It means that, you know, we have something really special that not capitalized, but is getting attention from big other DJs. So I'm really, as a progressive house artist, really I feel really privileged to get more people like that fell in love with that. So always keeping kind of underground, and I love that way. So we don't have to force it, because we're gonna lose it if we force it. But I think that the Balance Festival has the formula. I mean, it's always an underground festival, but at the same time we have so many great people which are really enjoying it. You know, that's the formula. Yes, it's a progressive house. It's underground, but at the same time we have not that kind of hype. You know what I mean? But I saw people who were really enjoying with consciousness and with awareness of what they are doing. I mean, people here are here because they love this kind of music, and not because they are throwing cakes or they are jumping on the on the tables or whatever. Simply because they are aware of this kind of beautiful music, yeah, which is still underground. So, yeah, this is. I'm not scared by that the progressive house are exploding. The progressive house are embracing more people, and this is a great thing to me.
No, absolutely. I've met quite a few people here who never listened to progressive house before, and then just heard about Balance from people who've been here last year.
Exactly.
And I remember one lady, she told me that she can't remember when last time she's been consciously listening to the music for a prolonged period of time instead of jumping between the stages. It happens at, we're not going to name festivals, but at other festivals, people get bored.
I know, exactly.
30 minutes here, 30 minutes there.
Too much. Yeah, exactly. Because sometimes they have a level of intensity which is definitely too much, so you have to change stage, or you're looking for something else. This is another kind of, this is a kind of music where the intensity is really dosed. It's really peculiar thing. So I wouldn't change it with anything else. And the progressive house in general is not only house, but it has so two big arms that can embrace so many subgenres. That's a great thing. I mean, because you can listen to breakbeat, you can listen to sort of deep house or techno-ish, which are, to me, actually always in the same boat of progressive. Yeah. Sorry, too long.
No, I mean, guys will definitely appreciate this interview. I can already foresee that. So you obviously played all across the world, and you are not a new name to the UK. I've been at your gig earlier this year at the Pursuit of Happiness.
Oh wow!
In London, such a lovely day, daytime, amazing.
They are okay. First thing that I have to say that the Pursuit of Happiness are made of unbelievable people. I mean, they are really one of a kind, and they treat you as one of the family. And when I moved and I stepped into the club or the venue during the daytime, I didn't expect to have that kind of welcoming and to get that kind of feeling. It was unbelievable, really. I had some conversation with Max back in the days, and I say, Max, and they thank you for coming. No, thank you for inviting me, because I so looking forward to come back to you and and do another time, because I experienced something really, really incredible. Really, really. I'm trust me, it was one of my favorite afternoon ever. Crazy, crazy. I really enjoyed it. I was totally free to play whatever they want, even though they were not. I mean, it's not always the question of a big crowd or whatever, but it's always the question of how you offer and what you get in return. And what they gave me, it was crazy. Trust me. Sorry. Yeah.
No.
So thank you,
right.
Pure State of Happiness. I had to record something to tell him what I really think about it. It was. I'm speechless. So thank you for having me, guys, because it was really incredible.
Yeah.
So looking forward to come back and play again with you and dance with you as well. Thank you.
Big shout out to Pursuit of
Absolutely.
Happiness
Absolutely,
from Patchouli
guys.
Deep, guys. In the
Absol-
Patchouli Deep community, we love you guys. Pursuit of Happiness, keep doing what you do, guys.
Exactly,
Seriously.
because they, to me, the impression is that they don't follow any kind of trend. They do what they like most, and they do with passion and with a lot of respect for other people that I invite, and I felt it, and it was really crazy. So thank you so much. I keep doing what you do, because you do it very, very good. Okay, one of a kind. Thank you.
So yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. I mean, hopefully you will enjoy playing for the Patchouli crowd as much as you
Yeah.
did for the Pursuit of Happiness. As a matter of fact, we have very similar vibes,
know.
and that's why like guys
So
from
looking
from
forward.
our community, we always love going to Pursuit of Happiness, guys. And I know quite a few people from there who were at our events
So
as well.
looking forward.
I'm so happy that like these communities kind of found each other on the radars. This is
And it
amazing.
happens in this kind of music. It happens into when you don't have to fight against something else because
Mm-hmm.
you don't want. I mean, I can feel loyalty and other people supporting other
Mm-hmm.
people, and that's something which is again one of a kind. I mean, I felt this feeling right here as well when you see other DJs which is supporting you on the dance floor, dancing with you. I mean, this is the only way that I mean that's the only environment where I felt this together with the pure state of happiness as well. So crazy. I mean, there is no no private interest that kind of jeopardize that feeling. And I feel that other people supporting other geeks or promoters, thank you because you do enough for yourself, but you do it for the DJs, for yourself of course, and for the people, which is something that people feel
Yeah.
not so granted. I mean,
Yeah, no,
I
no.
don't take it for granted because I play sometimes for other events, and I say, okay, I'm not playing for the other promoter because the other one are really pissed off. Oh my gosh, and little fights because between promoters or worse between I don't care about that. I mean, I go there to play the music, offer the music that I play to some people, and this is what and it was really good. And I can feel it from your side as well that you are doing. I mean, I had a conversation with
Alex.
Exactly, with Alex. I felt myself at home. I mean, when sometimes they're kind of anticipate the things that you're saying. Okay, how would you like to do this or that? Because thank you for that, because it's not taken. This is not. I'm not taken for granted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like the way that the promoters welcoming people and treating them like one of us. So looking forward to that, because I really feel that this is going to be something really good.
Yeah, we feel this. We are so excited. We
Me too,
we can't
too,
really
trust
wait
me.
for the
Me
11th.
too,
Yeah.
Me too. Me too. Hope to see you there, guys. 11 September. I'll be there, and I can't wait for that. So looking forward to see you. If you're in London or in the UK in general, you want to come and see those amazing people, please do.
Yeah. All right, guys. It was Gai Barone, Leonid K, Patchouli Deep. See you guys on the 11th of